Saferide Car Rental Self-Drive Rental Terms and Conditions. Subject to all the terms and conditions contained herein and in consideration thereof, the renter acknowledges and agrees to the following. Privacy Policy. Saferide Car Rental is committed to protecting your privacy. We promise to keep all the information that you share with us confidential. We only collect personal information from customers in order to process billing, fulfill service, and provide a personal and customized experience. We do not share your information with any outside parties. Customer Identification Policy. Saferide Car Rental collects and processes your personal information, which refers to any freely given, specific, informed indication of will, whereby you agree to the collection and processing of your personal, sensitive, or privileged information. The company processes your personal information in accordance with the law, this privacy policy, terms and conditions, and other legal instruments which you may have entered into with Saferide Car Rental. Reservation. Saferide Car Rental will require 20% to 50% reservation fee, depending on the service availed. Cancellation Policy. Cancellation made less than 7 days before rental schedule shall be charged 20% cancellation fee. Cancellation made 4 days prior to rental schedule shall be charged 50% cancellation fee. Cancellation made 3 days prior to rental schedule or no-show shall be charged 100% of the total rental. Refund and finance charges will be shouldered by the renter. Terms of payment: cash, credit card, or prepaid payment only. All unconsumed will not be refunded. CR rental requirements will be collected on the rental date. Lacking car rental requirement will forfeit your reservation. Our representative may ask for an additional identification card for security purposes. Car rental requirements must be at least 23 years old and 30 years old for vans and SUVs, a valid driver's license, full rental payment and security deposit. Foreign driver's license, a passport with an arrival stamp of not more than 90 days. Local driver's license, original proof of billing or company ID and additional valid ID. Security deposit amount. The amount of the security deposit depends on the type of vehicle and can range from 2,000 to 35,000 pesos. Rental hours. A day's rental is equivalent to 24 hours. Excess hours shall be charged at 1/6 of the daily rate. If rental covers 6 hours or more, up to 24 hours, the daily rate shall be applied. Weekly or monthly rentals cutoff time is 12 o'clock midnight. For weekly or long period rentals, every endeavor will be made to retain the same car and chauffeur. During such periods, Saferide Car Rental reserves the right to substitute any other similar category car and chauffeur, according to the exigencies of the services. Example car due for checkup shall be recalled and replaced by any available unit. Gasoline, parking fees, traffic violations and toll fees are for renter's account. Renter shall be liable to pay interest at the rate of 24% per annum in case of delay in payment of rental fee, within the period provided. Immediately upon return of the vehicle. Should the matter be referred to a lawyer, it is agreed that the renter shall pay attorney's fees at the rate of 25% of the amount due, but in the case shall it be less than 5,000 pesos, in addition to the cost of suit. Renter hereby consents that in case of suit arising out of or in connection with the agreement, the venue is agreed to be at the place where the unit in question was initially transacted, that is the Saferide Car Rental branch/office where the unit was rented from. That said vehicle shall not be operated in the following cases to travel to the mountain trail and other areas where roads are impassable for cars or van and to ferry the rented vehicle. High speed or negligent driving that provokes vehicular accident, damage or breakdown. To carry passengers or property or other forms of personal belongings or goods for consideration. Carrying items with foul smell or that can stain the interior of the vehicle. By any person who has a pending case or charges otherwise convicted of a crime against the public property or to carry persons with dubious character. To propel or tow any other vehicles, trailer, or other heavy things with or without wheels. By any person who is or have a symptom or previous record of mental illness, or by any person who is under the influence of liquor and drugs. To transport goods in violation of customs rules and regulations or in any other manner deemed illegal. By any person other than the renter or declared driver in this agreement, unless Saferide Car Rental permission is first obtained in writing. It is understood that in the absence of written consent from the Saferide Car Rental, the renter is ipso facto deemed to have violated this agreement. A person who is less than 23 years of age, whether he or she has a driver's license or not. That the liability of Saferide Car Rental for any kind of damage arising from accidents, loss of life and property, actual moral and exemplary damages over and above the specified insurance coverage shall be limited only to the amount of bodily injury maximum of 100,000 and property damage maximum of 100,000 pesos. Collision damage. In case of a vehicular accident, the renter should notify Saferide Car Rental immediately for instructions. The renter is responsible for the full cost of damage and vehicle downtime to Saferide Car Rental, but this liability will be waived by payment of the participation fee. The renter will be liable, however, for the full cost of damage and vehicle downtime if the car is driven in violation of the rental agreement or for failure to submit a police report and a photocopy of the driver's license and passport during the accident. Personal accident. The insurance carried by all Saferide Car Rental vehicles covers the driver's liability for injury to others and provides coverage up to 50,000 pesos for every passenger up to the maximum capacity of the rented vehicle. However, this insurance policy does not cover injuries sustained by individuals who are renting motorcycles from Saferide Car Rental. Renter shall be liable for the renter's participation fee of the vehicle and towing fee in case of involvement in a vehicular accident. Extension of rental. Should renter wish to extend rental beyond the previously agreed return date and time, the renter should immediately advise Saferide Car Rental. Failures to abide by the extension procedure by mean that the customer is violating this rental agreement. That Saferide Car Rental, while taking all precautions and using its best effort to prevent such happening, shall not be liable for mechanical failure of said vehicle or consequential damages. The renter shall not make any claim for damages against Saferide Car Rental for delay through breakdown or accident, and that the renter shall not authorize anybody to repair and/or to change any part of the car without the prior knowledge and written approval of Saferide Car Rental. The renter shall pay for the damages to the car resulting from his/her negligence. In case for vehicle accident or damage caused by any fortuitous event where the renter is not at fault or in any way negligent, the renter is bound to shoulder only the participation fee of the vehicle, whichever is higher otherwise covered by an insurance policy, and if the cost of repair, damage and consequential liabilities are covered by and recoverable from an insurance cover. It is immaterial as to whose fault or negligence the damage was caused. Otherwise, the renter shall be liable for the whole amount if he/she is at fault or negligent in driving the car. In case of trips outside the province, the renter binds himself to advise Saferide Car Rental in writing of his/her intentions thereabout. Failing, the renter shall be responsible for all cost of fixing any engine and mechanical trouble happening along its route. In all cases, the vehicle should be driven by an authorized driver, or else, the renter is in breach. The renter hereby releases Saferide Car Rental of and from any liability for loss or damage to any property left, stored or transported by the renter or any other person in or upon vehicle before or during the term of this rental, or after the return of the vehicle to Saferide Car Rental. The renter further agrees to hold Saferide Car Rental harmless from and to defend and indemnify Saferide Car Rental against all claims and costs based upon or arising out to such loss or damage. Thank you for taking the time to familiarize yourself with our terms and conditions for our self-drive car rental services. We appreciate your attention to detail and commitment to understanding our policies. Your cooperation is greatly valued.